everyone. I'm Community Chef Teresa from the Sylvia Center. We are a nonprofit organization that teaches hands-on cooking and nutrition skills to young people in New York City and Columbia County. Here in New York, we are at home, staying healthy, and hopefully cooking a lot. We'd love to hear from you guys to see what recipes you've been making. Our website is full of recipes and ideas, sylviacenter.org, so check it out if you're in the mood for some inspiration. As I really miss cooking in the kitchens of our community centers and after-school programs, I'm just thinking about you guys and hope that everyone is well. So get in touch and like and share this video. Today we're going to make a pasta dish. This is pasta with greens and beans. This is a very Italian pasta dish, according to me. I'm an expert, apparently. My grandfather was born in Italy. Does that count? So this is something that I actually really grew up eating, and it gave me a really good taste for eating bitter greens. So I'm going to use broccoli rabe today, but any greens would work here. So spinach, which is probably the mildest in flavor, would be fine. Kale, collard greens, Swiss chard, any of these would work. But I've got broccoli rabe today, which is my favorite. And basically the other ingredients are some onion, garlic. I've got some chili flakes, some red pepper flakes, which you could leave out if you don't like anything spicy. I've got a little bit of lemon juice that I'll squeeze in. I've got my broccoli rabe. I've got pasta. And I have some Parmesan cheese. If you don't have Parmesan, you could use any other Italian cheese or any cheese that you like. Mozzarella would be fine. And I've also got, so the greens and beans part is the beans part. So we've got chickpeas here. You could use white beans, cannellini beans, navy beans, whatever sort of white beans that you like. I had a large can of chickpeas that I opened and I saved the rest. So this is the perfect use for 2 servings of this pasta dish that I'm making. So before I get started on any of my prep, what I've done is turn on my pot full of water. So this is going to be for cooking the pasta. The other pot that I have is just this large saute pan. And you should choose a pan that's large enough to fit everything, including the pasta, all together so that you'll serve it right out of this pan. When the pasta is finished, I'll use a slotted spoon to just transfer it right into this pot and mix everything together. So it's sort of a one-pot dish. The first thing I'm going to do is dice my onion. So hold it like a tunnel and cut it in half. I'm only using half an onion today. Trim off of the end. Whenever I have a lot of vegetables to chop, I always keep a garbage bowl close by so that I can just quickly clear off my board, make room, and keep working without constantly heading to the trash cans. So for today, this will be my garbage bowl. You can dice the onions or slice them, it doesn't make a difference. Alright, so I'm going to get my onions started before I do anything else. Turning on my pan, letting it heat up for a minute, and then I'll start in with some olive oil and my onions. Garlic is next. I'm going to smash it in order to make peeling it easier, and then I'll mince it. After my onions have cooked for about 5 minutes, I can add my garlic and my chili flakes. After a minute, I can smell my garlic, and I don't want it to overcook and burn because then the flavor becomes pretty bitter and it will really kind of perfume the entire dish that way. So at this point is when I'm going to add my greens. Earlier in the week, I blanched and shocked my broccoli rabe so it was ready to put into this dish. You can find that tutorial on our website. It's a really great technique to know. If you were using other greens, like I mentioned, the spinach, kale, Swiss chard, you could just put those in here and let them cook down. But because mine were already blanched and chopped, it'll be just a little bit faster, so I won't give it that extra 5 minutes to cook down and wilt. I'm gonna move right on to my chickpeas. So this is just a can of chickpeas in their liquid, which I'm going to drain the liquid out of. Right into my garbage bowl through my fingers. Okay. And these will go right in. My water's boiling now, so I'm going to salt my water and add my pasta. Couple more. This pasta takes about 10 minutes to cook. We tend to think of pasta dishes as tomato sauce based, almost always, right? It's rare when someone gives you a pasta dish that doesn't have tomato. So this is a great opportunity to try something new. But if you did want to add tomato sauce to this, you could absolutely just put it into your greens and beans mixture here, mix it in, and then add the pasta in with that too. I actually might end up doing that the next time I make this, but today we're just going to go no tomato. Alright, while my pasta cooks, I want to season my greens and beans with a little salt and pepper and make sure that they taste good. So I'll give them a taste and make sure that it's to my liking. I had low sodium chickpeas, so there's a chance that this isn't quite seasoned enough, but yeah, I could use a little bit more. Meet you back here when my pasta's cooked. All right, my pasta is cooked, just shy of al dente. It's going to finish cooking in with the rest of the ingredients. This is a great trick to make sure that you don't have mushy pasta, and it also helps to flavor the pasta because they're not two separate ingredients, pasta and sauce. They sort of come together at this last 2 minutes of cooking. So all I'm going to do is take my slotted spoon and pull my pasta right over. You can turn it off too. Pull it right over. And I actually don't mind if a lot of my pasta cooking water gets into this pan. I'm actually going to intentionally add some of this pasta cooking water. It has the starches from the pasta in it, and it helps the sauce stick to the pasta. Let's see. You got it all, so I am just going to pour about a 1/4 cup in here. Oh, one more. So we can finish this dish now. I'll stir this in. I'm also going to add a big squeeze of lemon juice and finish it with some Parmesan on top. Okay, so I'll squeeze in my lemon here. Maybe about a tablespoon of lemon juice. And last but definitely not least, some grated cheese. You can add as much or as little as you like. Okay. So I'm going to give this a taste. This is a great balanced meal that you can make from things that you have in your pantry. Dried pasta, canned beans, even canned tomato sauce if you have any of that on hand could be easily mixed into this. Frozen spinach would work. This is just a really easy pasta dish to pull together on a weeknight. It tastes really good. It's a great way for your kids to be introduced to some greens, and it uses beans as a protein source. So really all around, it's a super well-rounded dish, really healthy, really tasty. I hope you try to make it at home. If you do, let us know. And always visit our website, sylviacenter.org, for this recipe, many others, tons of tutorials and videos, activities you can do with your children while we're all staying home in New York City now and for the coming weeks. So be in touch, be well, and keep cooking. Bye-bye.